Well, with winter on us, we're going to head inside this week for a major project that we've been holding off for a little bit on, and that is remodeling our shower, taking out the old fiberglass 1980s stuff and replacing it with an actual bathtub, and then tiling the entire shower system. So let's get started. The truth is, I find big projects like this fill me with a great deal of self-doubt, which is always funny to me because I have always taken on things with a seem to prevail. Because if I fail to complete something, what I've learned is I always walk away having acquired a new skill or new knowledge. So this project is no different, and it comes with a lot of time for me to learn new things as I go. The upside for me is that learning these new things and testing my skills puts me one step closer to my ultimate dream of building a rural farming and ranching life. So once the tub was removed and I got a chance to look at the plumbing, it appears that they have hodgepodged this to no end. As you can see, there's PVC connected to copper that has been brazed over. So what we're going to do is we're going to retrofit the copper. In truth, I've always been independent and hard-headed. Once I start something, I will fight my way through it until I get that task completed. It is also my drive to be self-sufficient that has helped me along the way. Mind you, in my early years, this also proved to be a source of many problems. That is, until I learned to ask for help and accept it when offered. I remember clearly a conversation on Christmas Eve of 1986 where my father said to me, "You have two choices, work with your body or your mind. But remember, it's tough being a 50-year-old roofer." A phrase that has always stuck in my head throughout the years as I've gone through different tasks and different skills, and also different jobs. I wasn't ready yet to commit to college, nor a trade, so I joined the military hoping to learn more about both options and myself. One of the greatest attributes that I have is being able to problem solve. I've been able to do it most of my life, and I'm finding that the shower is no exception. Once we got the walls down and started put the tub in and got all the plumbing completed, looking at the wall, it's about 2.5 inch differential between the back edge of the tub and the wall, which means I'm going to have to fur that out and bring it forward in order to put up all the hardy board. What I came away with was that I could get my degree and find work that allowed for the aspect of physical labor and a career that took me all over the world. This rugged individualism and self-reliance doesn't come without its own costs, because in this project itself, while out working with the table saw, I decided to use a safety stick, something I never do. And while concentrating on that stick, I forgot to take my left hand off of the board that I was actually working on and decided to run my left hand through the saw, which resulted in a great trip to the emergency room. Nothing says construction project better than a trip to the emergency room. All of my hard work over the years allowed me to accomplish a great deal. However, one day while sitting in a traffic jam, I realized that I craved a different kind of life. The seed from Bozeman had taken root, and I wanted a life that's closer to the natural world, less dependent on goods and services from corporations, and ultimately more rewarding. Now in my early 50s, I'm working towards building the life of my dreams. I've experienced cars and boats, and I've traveled the world, but I've always come back to what truly makes me happy: rural living and the outdoors. For that reason, I've opted out of commercial society, stepped down from the corporate ladder, and regularly turned down opportunities for increasing my wealth. Instead, I choose to live life simple and free. For many others, a dream life includes typical status symbols: a big house, lavish lifestyle, and expensive toys. And that's fine if that's your dream, and I've been there and enjoyed that too. But now that I'm middle-aged, I realize that I'm much happier to live free, without the stress that accompanies attachment to material things, and without the need to sacrifice my freedom in exchange for the hard work and time required to increase my wealth and maintain my expensive lifestyle. Whether you're living in the middle of the bush in Alaska or downtown Sacramento, life is a constant struggle and constantly changing. I have found that you need to equip yourself with the materials and physical tools to cope, adapt, and prosper. In the backcountry, it may mean you need to learn to hunt, fish, cut firewood, and protect yourself and your property from wild animals. However, in the city, learning to deal with crowds, poor air quality and food quality, traffic, and competitive job markets means you need to constantly seek higher education to compete and succeed. No matter who you are and where you live, continue to educate yourself and hone your skills. And now for the second step of this process, we've got all the cement board is in and everything is taped and mudded over and ready to go. We're going to be putting on the red guard today and let that dry, and then on to tiling. That should be quite an adventure. I've never actually tiled a bathroom before, so we'll see how this works out. And I'm still handicapped, so it should be an adventure.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
Well, we got the first coat done, and so now we'll let it dry, and we'll come back and we'll do another coat.
We got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more. Even in the hard times, you and I can weather any storm.
For me, self-reliance is about living a life in which you make decisions and opinions with primary respect to your own experience of the world. You trust yourself. You're true to yourself. Self-reliance means respecting our own experiences, ideas, and traits. The best of those things. It's not an excuse to be lazy, immoral, confrontational, distant, or even an asshole in general. Self-reliance is a call to be true to yourself in the most important way possible. For me, self-reliance is not about evaluating ourselves over everything else, believing we're entirely self-sufficient, an all-powerful island. Rather, it's about heightening our connection to powers greater than ourselves. Now I fully understand that being self-reliant is not really being self-reliant. There's no way that I will be totally self-sufficient and not need anyone in this lifetime. That's never been my goal. My goal, however, is to try and do as much for myself, by myself as I can, so that I can enjoy the most out of the experiences that I get. This isn't always easy, and it certainly comes with a huge learning curve, as I found out in doing this project here. Doing tile, redoing plumbing, and even the tear out were all things that I had to learn from the ground up. But by learning them, I now have practical skills that I can use on other projects going forward and throughout the rest of my life that I never would have gained otherwise. Now, these didn't just pop into my head like in the movie The Matrix. I actually had to go and talk to people at the hardware store. I had to inquire to other people that have done tile, and I've had to do my research. And with that, the tiling is done. Certainly was slowed down a lot with the hand injury, but got it completed. And now clean that up, and then tomorrow we start the grout. Finally got to grout day. It has been a fight to get here, from the plumbing to the wall fur out to the drywall to the tile, all the way through, even to the table saw accident with my hand. But we are finally at this last stage, and we will see what happens here. I think it's gonna look pretty nice once it's all done.
Buddy, are you doing all right? I'm doing great, as a matter of fact. I'm on the road. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The bad days are gone, and now I'm on the road. The weather is clear and the sky is blue. Anything I want, baby.
And so ends our shower project. I got everything completed, got the doors on, and I've already taken a shower in it, so it was actually pretty nice after 4 days of fighting this thing and not having a shower in this house. Anyway, if you like these videos and you'd like to see more, please like and subscribe. It always helps the channel a great deal. Thanks for watching.